Morning guys, welcome to Little Patch. Today I am down here in the garden and I am checking out these beautiful carrots that I've had growing over the winter. Now I've got two different varieties in here. This one is top weight and those ones with some little ones, a multicolored one and some called baby pack. Now I can't remember, there's a variety of the coloured ones, so I'll drop that down the bottom here. I also can't remember what date it was I put these in. All I know is it was during autumn. So I will drop down the bottom here how long these guys have been in here. And so let's get in and get a look at these carrots. You are so chilled. Just chilling. Gus? Gus? I don't care. I'm in the sun. I'm a chillin' cat. So we're down here in Strawberry Hill Patch today and we are checking out these carrots to see how they're going. They are looking really lush and green on the tops here, and so I want to get in and have a look and see if I need to pull some of these out and make some space, or whether these guys are just going to be just fine. Now the top weight carrots, which are the ones directly in front of me here, these carrots get to about an inch in diameter and probably 3 or 4 inches long. So they're not a huge big carrot, but they're a really nice tasty carrot, and I'm finding that they grow really well here where I am in Western Australia. So these guys are a variety that I do recommend that you guys give it a go. As you can see, they're doing really well here in the bathtub. I've also done them in my raised garden beds up at Carrot Top there, and they did really well in there the last time I planted them there as well. Now the ones on my left here in this bathtub, this is a new variety to me. I have not grown the coloured variety in there before. They are a baby sized carrot, so from the looks of the leaves on them, I would suggest that they are actually not too far off being able to be eaten and harvested and used up in our meals. So I'm going to bring you guys in. We're going to get a look in here and see what's going on. So the first bathtub we're going to take a look at here is the top weight carrots, and as you can see, they are doing fantastically great in this bathtub. Now I did seed these in quite heavily when I did them, and if you guys want to see how I got these started, I'll link up the top here the video for the autumn planting, and my cat is on the hunt, and I'll also put on the end of the video a link to that one as well, so you can see how I got these guys started in this bathtub. So we're going to go in and we're going to take a look down in the bottom here. Hopefully you guys will be able to see what's happening and how thick they are down in here. So they're not actually too thick in here. From where I'm looking at them, you guys might find it a little harder on the video, but they are looking like the spread rate between these carrots is actually really quite good. So I'm not too worried about getting these thinned out at all. You can see there are some spaces in here where there are no carrots in. So that is going to give them some nice room to move, and you can see a lot of them about an inch or so sort of between them. I know it's really hard to see. Some of them are a little bit crowded in here, but they are looking really great. Now I've made a big hole pushing the carrot tops over, but the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to have a look in and hunt in. So I'm going to have a hunt in there, and I'm going to see what the size of the carrots are, and I'm going to explain to you, hopefully while I'm doing it, how to check if your carrots are ready for harvest. So I'm just going to show you along the edge here. We might get rid of this snail. Snails seem to like hiding in carrots, but they don't generally do any harm to them, which I think is a good thing. Now, so on the edge here, you can see, let's take a look at this carrot here. So you can see the carrot, it looks like it's getting nice and big here. So it's a nice sized green top on these carrots. Now remember, these green tops are edible. You can cut these off and sprinkle them into salads. You can stir fry them. You can dehydrate them and use them in greens as well. So this carrot, taking a look at it, you can't really tell just from looking at the surface here whether this carrot is ready for eating or not. Now, a big sign to say that your carrots are definitely ready for harvest is when they actually start to grow out of the ground and you can see the top of the carrot. Biggest problem when they do that is the sun will start to turn them green, just like they do with potatoes. So to tell if this specific carrot, how big it is, you just pretty much dig it back around the edge of the carrot and expose the top of the carrot somewhat. So there we go. So you can see the top of the carrot. Now this is not a full-size carrot. These carrots get bigger, so knowing the variety that you've got in there, but looking at it, it's going to be not a bad size carrot. So I'm going to wiggle them around. They can get quite hard to pull out, and pull him out of there. So he's not a bad sized carrot. He'd be a great eating carrot to have as a side, something like that. Now I'm looking at another indication whether these carrots are ready to come out. So you can see that there's some little tiny roots just starting to form around the carrot itself. Now, so this is a good indication that these carrots are very much ready to start coming out. So I can actually start eating off of these carrots at this point in time. Now, I mean, that's not a bad carrot. It's not a carrot that I would probably preserve as a sliced carrot, because that's what I like to do with a lot of my carrots. But this would be a good carrot size to have as a side, and or just to have a snack on. So these carrots in here, by the looks of this one, are very, very close to being ready. Now when I'm looking at carrots to harvest, I will actually go through, and anything that is little tiny things like this thing, obviously it's not ready to be harvested. So you can see around the top that it is a very, very tiny little carrot. I would try and absolutely avoid pulling them out or disturbing them. So I would just go through the carrot bed, taking a look. Now this one here, you can see how thick the tops are on them as well. So this is a lot thicker top. I would say this is going to be a decent sized carrot. But then sometimes they can be tricky and they look like they're going to be a decent sized carrot, but they're not. So let's take a look. Yeah, wiggle him out. My soil is a little bit compacted in here. There we go. So you can see this carrot was an awful lot smaller. Even though the top of this carrot looked like it was going to be a bigger carrot like this one, it's not always a good indication. So I find that the best indication is either when you just see the tops start to come out of the ground, or you dig around the tops of them and you can feel how big the carrots are. So this particular garden bed, I would go through and I can start harvesting out of here now to use as a side on my dinner. So something like this, I'd go through and see if I can find enough of these size carrots for my dinner. So these are the 3 carrots I've picked out. You can see that they're not overly big. Obviously they are a good little side snack, or a snack, come down and pick out something out of the garden and take a snack out of the garden. So these guys can stay in here for probably another 3 or 4 weeks before they're ready. And but I can actually start eating off these now. But if I want these to preserve these, I would need to leave these in a little bit longer and get them go. But I'm going to put these in my basket, and I'm going to check out what's in the other garden bed behind me. So these are the baby sized carrots in here. These guys are a fair amount taller than the other garden bed. They've been in here exactly the same length of time, and by looking at the size of the top weight carrots, these guys are probably at a really perfect size for harvesting. But we're going to get in here and we'll have a look again. You will still always find a weed or two. So I'm having a look at the spread of the carrots in here, and again they're pretty actually nicely spread out again as well. So when I planted these in, these guys, I've done a really good job at spreading the seeds out and keeping them in their place. Now you may notice that some of these are purple stems, some of these are green stems, and that is because of the variety I've put in here. So some of these carrots are going to be purple carrots, which I can't wait to try. So let's take a look and see if we can get some nice looking carrots out of here. So I'm looking for the thicker stemmed carrots now. Whoop, there's another snail. So here's one here. So this one here, he looks really nice and thick and like he's going to be a big enough carrot to pull out. So I'm going to pull him up. And we have a little bitty buddy one. So these is not looking like I'm going to get a lot out of here for the moment. So you can see most of my carrots are straight, but we have a two-legged carrot here today. I think they are so cute. Let's take another look. So see these purple ones back here? See this purple one back here? He looks really quite big. Look at this baby. Let's get this out and have a look at what we've got. Wow. Wow, these guys are meant to be baby carrots. You can see on this one the little roots, which is indication that we definitely need to look at getting out the bigger carrots that are in here and getting these on our dinner. So I'm going to pull out a heap of these carrots out of here and get some of these for my dinner tonight. So these are a good size to have on my plate. If I want them bigger, these are not a big carrot, so these will definitely be used over the next couple of weeks for our meals. So the more space a carrot has, the bigger the carrot will actually get. No, this is not going to be a very big carrot. So the more space a carrot has, the bigger the carrot will get. So while they're growing like this, if you thin them out, wow, check this one out. He's going to be a big carrot, I reckon. So yeah, so if you thin them out like this, taking the bigger ones out and leaving the smaller ones in to continue growing, you'll have, well, that was a little disappointing. It looked like he was going to be a big carrot, and he's not. So yeah, so thin them out, just take a few carrots out at a time for your dinner, and that way whatever you've got left in there will continue growing. So I don't think I'm going to get a lot out of these little carrots. I don't think these guys are big enough yet, so I'm going to go back over to the top weight garden bed behind me, and I'm going to pull a few more out of there so that I've got some for dinner tonight. Alright, so I have a few carrots here. This should be enough for dinner tonight. So you can see I've got purple ones out of the multicolored variety, and I've gotten the orange ones as well, which will be the baby packs and the top weights. There is also one white carrot. I can't wait to try this and see what this tastes like. See if it actually tastes like a carrot or it's a white carrot. So this is actually a white carrot that's come out of that mix. There should be yellow carrots in there as well. But I think the yellow variety might actually look more orange than yellow. So, but I've gotten enough out of here for my for my dinner tonight, and I'm just going to leave the rest of them to get bigger. You're hanging out with me today, Gus, in the garden? Yeah? Ah, you're so pony. There is nothing like pulling fresh carrots out of your garden and eating them for that dinner that night. So but guys, that is pretty much how you can tell if your carrots are ready for harvesting, if they're popping out of the soil. Get them out, get them used up, get them preserved, whatever it is you're doing with them. I will link to a video on dehydrating carrots. I dehydrate a lot of carrots. They are probably one of the best vegetables to dehydrate because they rehydrate super easy and super well. He's helping me get snails. Did you find another snail, Gus? Is there lots under there? Hey, are you getting the snails? First carrot out of the garden for the season. It's gone in the laundry. Come on, tell me what you reckon of the carrot.
Cute. Sorry, I know you took this.
Good, sweet, yummy.
I like it. It's
You
better
like
than
it?
normal carrot.
Better than the carrot you buy at the shop? Awesome. Love that when kids say that it's better than the ones from the shop. So these are the carrots we pulled out of the garden this morning, and as you can see, the colours on these are absolutely amazing now that I've washed the dirt off. So this is the white carrot here. I'm going to taste these for you in a minute. These are the orange ones here, and I can see this one here is a little bit, and this one a little bit more yellow than orange. So I would say that those are the yellow coloured ones. Very close, maybe this one as well. Very close to the orange colour, but they're not a bright orange. And these purple ones are amazing, absolutely amazing colours in them. They are like not a full purple colour. I don't know what the inside of them look like yet, so they may actually be a completely different colour inside. So I'm going to get one of each of these, and I'm going to taste them. I'm going to tell you what they taste like. Guys, definitely check out the videos that will drop up on the sides here, and hit the subscribe button. And thank you for joining me here at Little Patch today with the carrots, and I will see you on the next vid.